You go like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see where I was going. Is everything okay, sweetheart? She goes like, sweetheart?
Who you calling sweetheart?
You get scared, you sock the bitch, and you start running away. It's lit.
Where's the bass?
It has come to my attention that the streets have been quite quiet recently. And this is where I come in. It's my job as the assembler to make sure these streets are primed, prepped, but most importantly, plump. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I suggest that you get some lotion, get some popcorn ready, because the streets are back open for business. Amen.
Bow. Okay.
No!
Who? Give it to me!
Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the village hidden within the streets. I've noticed a lot of people like to throw around this word called pimp. Personally, in my opinion, I feel like it's a very derogatory term. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do not identify as that at all. I would consider myself more as the streets administrator. I'm out here administrating these streets, building the economy and shit. The same way you benefit the economy at your job is the same way I benefit the economy here. Except my job involves hoes and extortion. If you think about it, it's pretty much the same. Like, we pretty much doing the same shit. Pretty much what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taking a series of girls from different shows and seeing how well they perform on the streets. Now, some of y'all might be wondering if this is illegal, and I'm here to tell you that it 100% is. But I do this for the purpose of education, okay? I'm trying to educationize you niggas so that you don't do this shit in the future. And I think that's an important thing that they should bring up in court in case I ever go to jail for this shit. But before we begin, I just want to give a big shout out to my homie Jimmy Zhang for supplying me with some Kage's Club today. Now listen, I know quarantine has probably hit a lot of y'all really hard. Y'all not getting the hose like you did before and shit. That's okay though, because Kage's Club is an all-in-one solution to this problem. You're never gonna have to ever worry about not getting the hose again. You're never gonna have to worry about never having drip again. Just look at the drip, okay? I know, like, I kind of look like a gangbanger a little bit right now, but look at the back too. You see that shit? That's fine. Ain't nobody gonna be running up on me. Gotta love JJK, bro. Gotta love JJK sometimes. Tap in with your boy, okay? Click the link in the description. Get some Kage's Club today. They got all different types of shit, all different types of designs. Jimmy, I know you're watching this. I just want to say I appreciate you. Big fan. I promise I took them off earlier before I beat my, I swear to God. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. So the first one we got here on our streets lineup, Chilai from DBZ. Now, part of my job of being the streets administrator is the ability to analyze the market. What do people want? What are people looking for? Ever since the Naruto Area 51 event that happened a couple years ago, there's been this obsession to have sex with aliens. For some reason, people became sexually attracted to extraterrestrials, which makes absolutely no sense to me. Niggas out here drawing like pictures of like thick ass aliens and shit. Like, there's literally 4 billion plus pussies that exist on this planet alone. I don't know how you're gonna try to explore gooch from other planets without experiencing everything that there is to offer here first. You could literally, if you wanted to, treat the pussy like a game of Pokemon, okay? You gotta catch them all and shit.
Yes, you're a queen.
I don't think this is safe at all. This is how diseases happen, but it's not my job to try to make sense of it all, okay? It's my job to pimp these hoes and make money. Plus, it's Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't discriminate because the is green. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not right. Black, white, yellow, green, blue. At the end of the day, it's gonna get the job done. Therefore, we officially draft her to the streets. She belongs to the streets.
With great power comes great big booty bitch.
Moving on here, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ino Yamanaka from Naruto. Now, this one is fairly simple, ladies and gentlemen. Let me explain it to y'all. For those who are not aware, Ino's father, Inoichi Yamanaka, died valiantly, is that a word? On the battlefield, leaving behind his village and his daughter. This means that Ino, unfortunately, no longer has a father in her life. And we all know what happens to girls when they no longer have a dad.
She is for the streets. She is for the...
Y'all see where I'm going with this, okay? Now, if you ask me, a father is probably the most integral part to building a successful young woman. But when it comes to the streets, you know, if anything, he's kind of like a hindrance. He's kind of like the final boss that you have to fight in order to fulfill her full streets potential. But if he's already out of the picture, you know, like... there's less work to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's already cooked. Plus, she's got a lot of practical uses too. Like, she's got some jutsus that we can utilize, definitely utilize for the streets. Because when it comes to the streets, y'all know, nothing goes to waste. I think it'll work, you know? I think it'll work. Plus, Ino looked like she followed the city girls on Twitter or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is easy. We're gonna bring her, okay? We're gonna draft her too. She belongs to the streets.
She's my hoe now.
Moving on. We got Yamato from One Piece. Y'all should have seen this one coming, okay? You know I just had to do this. Look at those motherfucking jungle japes that she got sitting right there. They look like two fucking plump-ass dodgeballs, bro. Like, y'all seeing them shit? This is sin, okay? This is sin for me to not utilize this for the... Like, God would look down upon me. Rule number 1 of the pimp handbook: never ever pass up on opportunities like this when they come knocking at your door. I don't think y'all understand the degree of what the hell I'm talking about, so let me just show you exactly what I'm trying. In my defense, right? I completely forgot that that was a thing. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter, okay? It's not like they're gonna know the fucking difference. This doesn't stop anything, okay? We're still doing this shit. As the streets administrator, I completely refuse on passing up on this shit. There's no way. Everything's gonna be okay, okay? They're gonna see the jingle bells, and they're not gonna be none the wiser. On top of that, she's just saying that. Like, it's not even true. Everything works the way it's supposed to, like the way it's born to. I promise I would not finesse anybody like that. Like, that is an evil thing to do.
Why are you gay?
We're good, okay? She's good. She belongs to the streets. Next up, we have Lust from Full Metal Alchemist. There's not much to be said here, ladies and gentlemen. I've told y'all this before in the past. Some of these niggas out here just like to get whipped, okay? Now, personally, as a black man, like, I'll never understand it. The objective for me is to not go back 200 years and to be free. But I guess some niggas out here, they just don't share that same outlook. But part of being a streets administrator is to be conscious of all of this shit. Who am I to judge the fact that these niggas like to get whipped in the ass? Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as the profits are up, that's all that matters. This is capitalism, baby. The last thing you want to do is to have to pay the bitch extra and be like, yo, you're gonna have to whip this nigga. Like, he enjoys being tortured. Lust just seems like she would do it for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to pay no premium fee. She got them ghetto claws looking like Edward Scissorhands and shit. She's sadistic. She's evil. She's everything that these niggas want. See, this is the type of shit that you gotta think of, ladies and gentlemen, when you're administrating streets. Get the best girl to do the best shit that she enjoys doing. That way, everybody's happy, okay? You're getting whipped, you're happy. I'm not getting whipped, I'm happy. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, okay? We're gonna draft her too. She belongs to the street. And rounding out our roster here, we got Daki from Demon Slayer. I'm actually not familiar with I gotta be 100% sure that I know what I'm getting myself in. Okay, this is not gonna work for obvious reasons. This is not the streets of EDP 445. This is the streets of YourTrueCaptain. We have morals and standards here. I will say though, to the artists, you motherfuckers are ass. Like, you niggas knew what you were doing. Misa Misa from Death Note. Now, as always, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the streets, you always gotta make sure that you got at least one crazy bitch. Misa Misa is our crazy bitch. See, the thing with a bitch that's crazy is you do run the risk of randomly getting your throat slashed in your sleep over the fact that she had a dream that you were cheating on her. But the one thing that we can't deny is they give some good ass head. Like, let's not beat around the bush. I'm 100% convinced, based on my past experiences, the crazier the bitch, the better the head game. Not to mention, I did not see a father at all present. Okay, I'm pretty sure that nigga's gone. He's sitting somewhere in the gulag. I hope he gets a good gun. And let's not forget the obvious, most practical use of her. The fact that she has a book that can kill niggas.
Oh my God.
She'll definitely come in handy for cleaning up the mess after everything is said and done. She belongs to the streets. Some honorable mentions, of course. Hinata Hyuga from Naruto. I would have put her on here for sure, but it would have definitely started some type of civil war, so I don't want to do that. And Mikasa from Attack on Titan. I would have also put her on this list too, but if she's not the same anymore, if you know what I'm saying. If you've watched the newest season of Attack on Titan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, something's just not right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the streets are set. Let me show you how this works. So you walking back home from work. It's been a long day. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Chilai over here looking bad as shit. And she's just sort of sitting there on the ground. So obviously you're a gentleman, okay? You go up to her. You're like, ma'am, is everything okay? Did you slip and fall? She goes like, yeah, I'm just headed to my birthday party, but I think I forgot to bring the candles. The candles? You ask? She goes like, yeah, the candles. Big ones that me and my friends can blow out tonight. You start looking at this girl on the ground and shit. She looking all green and delicious. You say to yourself, you're like, damn, I wonder what that tastes like. So you tell her that you got candles. You pick up her cake. And you start taking it to the club right here. But then as you're doing that, suddenly, out of nowhere, Yamato right here bumps into you and knocks the cake right out of your hand. You start looking at this cake on the ground. It's all messed up and shit. You start imagining the pussy just flying away just like a bird. You're about to turn around and give this bitch the nastiest Street Fighter combo ever. But then you look down. You look at her. You look down again and you go like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see where I was going. Is everything okay, sweetheart? She goes like, sweetheart?
Who you calling sweetheart, nigga?
You get scared, you sock the bitch, and you start running away. What you don't know, though, is that while all of that was happening, she lied, Cardi B'd your ass, okay? She came up behind you and drugged you with her tranquilizer gun right here. So you're running away, just like scared as shit, not wanting to get slapped in the face by a penis. And then you see these two bad bitches just posted up in front of the club right here. They come up to you and they go like, is everything okay? What's wrong? You tell them, you're like, you bitches are what's wrong, trying to fucking finesse me and shit. You start telling them the story of what just happened. They go like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. On behalf of what she did, like, we'd like to make it up to you. You happily agree, and they take you to this little room right up here. You walk into the room, the drugs start taking effect, my hoes start getting to work. To make a long story short, in this room, you will be touched. You will be assaulted, as well as tortured. Pretty much everything that Bill Cosby has been accused of these past couple of years is gonna happen to you in this room, okay? I'm just giving you a fair warning. While all of this is happening, they make sure to seize your ID, your debit card, your credit cards, your social security number, and Ino uses her mind transfer jutsu to make you write out a will that pretty much states, in the event that you die, everything that you own hereby belongs to the streets in all of its glory. At this time, the drugs start to wear off a little bit. So the girls, they decide to give you a little bit of action just to not raise any suspicion. So now you're walking back outside with your life in shambles after you pretty much been molested. You're like, God, why the fuck you do this to me, nigga? Pretty much just begging him to end it all right now. Misa Misa right here, sitting fine as shit, sees all of this shit happening across the street, and she decides to fulfill your request. She writes her name in the death note. You die on the side of the street, and we cash in on everything in life that you own. Now, before you put me on the FBI's most wanted list, I just want to say, I did not choose this life. This life chose me. I wish there was other things that I was good at, like physics or baseball, but unfortunately, that shit was not given to me, okay? This was. I don't want to say that I'm proud of what it is that I do here, but I'm also not going to make myself seem like I'm some sort of monster. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, I appreciate y'all coming through to this extravaganza once again. If you still have not liked the video yet, bro, I swear to God, I'm going to make sure my hoes give you the nastiest, deadliest diseases that are available on this planet. Like the video. Let's try to go for another 5,000 likes on this video. If we can get 5,000 likes, I will continue this series where we delve into the streets until I inevitably get arrested. And if you have not subbed to the channel too, what the fuck are you doing? Make sure you sub to the channel. Kick that notification bell, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the road to 500,000 subscribers. And get this, my dad said he'd return my call once that happens. Okay, don't y'all want my dad to come back? And finally, if y'all can do me a big favor also and hit that join button located at the bottom of this video. For $1.99 a month, you can feel good knowing that you actively support the channel and you get cool things like badges, emoji, nudes are also included if you join. I just want to put that out there. Make sure you follow the Twitter and the Instagram. Links are in the description, please. Once again, I need more hoes. I think it's important that I take this and this and this too. Maybe I'll leave this. Who knows? I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Big shout out to the TREW Commandos this month. They are Master Shogi, a random guy, Pokesley, Daniel Singh, and I'm too crispy. Y'all better be careful before you get a smooch on the cheek. I'm dead serious.
Hit that join button, become a member, and join these legends today.
I ain't never felt like this before. Cause you blowing up by 2024. And you can add me, baby, you can quote. I be getting to the chicken on the low. When I finally make it out, you gonna hope that you was with me from the start, but you a foe. When I was really on my grind and on the go, I wouldn't stop till I was chilling at the pole. Ayy, 3840 by 1600, got caught in 4K. Look, he running, trying to tell me something, but it don't mean nothing.